Hi Sagittarius, how are you doing? So this is going to be a reading from the 22nd to the 28th of November, and we're in Sagittarius season, and I have a Sagittarius necklace, so I think they're great. This is going to be a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's totally fine. Some weeks resonate more than others, and I also find that for myself too. Also check out your rising sign as well, because that's quite accurate too. So let's get some messages for Sagittarius. There's a guy on TikTok, I can't remember his name, he's great though, I follow him. And he does like astrology videos, and he always calls Sagittarius Sagittarius. Just a cool dude. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Whew, I don't want to come out. Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Empress in reverse. Knave of Wands. Nine Pentacles in reverse, and Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm also going to pull an astrological dice, and this is going to be like the signs on your big three that are most important. So if you've got a Sagittarius sun with a Capricorn rising, it's going to be a bit more resonant to you than others. So I'm just going to pull the big three. So we've got Leo, Libra, and Sagittarius. Some of you might have Sag sun with a Sag moon, etc, etc. Okay. And these are kind of like energies you might want to like encompass too. So philosophical like a Sagittarius, strong and passionate like a Leo, or outgoing like a Leo. And then for like, what was the other one that we picked? What was the other one? Libra, balanced and harmonious and diplomatic. Okay. I see this as like twofold. I always try to make this, as equal as possible for everyone watching, because I understand not everyone's interested in love, and also some people aren't interested in work. So there's a bit of both that I can see here, and I'm going to put that for all of you guys. So I'm going to start off with work, which I think is the most probably like this is jumping out at me. And this is like not feeling good enough about taking on something new, going for a job that you feel underqualified for. Not being understood by your boss, and it's like I want to try to get ahead, but they're not really seeing me, they're not seeing my talents. Being afraid of people, mocking you, and also really I get the whole sense of just not being like responsible enough for yourself. It's like you want to push ahead, but you don't know how to do that. And there's a sense here with this Three of Pentacles in reverse with Six of Pentacles. It's like somebody's not really helping you out here. They're not really giving you a bone. So it's like I want to go for promotion, but my boss is not really putting me forward for it. People aren't really trying to understand my talents, or it's like I don't know. Like say I put something on Etsy and I'm not making a sale, and it's like why are people not really seeing how talented I am? Empress in reverse, not feeling good enough. It's like something is not blossoming here. It's not feeling like abundant, because I think the Empress is very abundant kind of energy. And so that in reverse is kind of like, yeah, something is just not coming in here. I did see this as a bit more like a past energy kind of thing, where it's like this has been brewing a little bit over the past couple of weeks. Because Sagittarius season is upon us, this is actually really important and exciting, because it's where we get our energy now. We're really starting to feel philosophical. We're starting to think actually I'm going to do it. And this is where the shift starts. Okay, so again, we've got this kind of past energy of not feeling good enough and not wanting to start something, and maybe not feeling like you master something. And the reason I say this is that you may not get ahead for promotion because, for example, you don't have the qualification that you should. You don't yet know enough, and that's also okay. But then you have to think to yourself, okay, I don't know enough. How do I then get that knowledge? Because Sagittarius is is the knowledge keeper. I said this the other day to a friend, because she was like, oh, people always say that Pisces is such an intuitive sign, which it is. I'm a Pisces moon, by the way, which is why I think I'm very intuitive. But I'm also Sagittarius, which is the knowledge keeper. We have a very intense philosophical desire to know things. So it's kind of like, if you don't have enough knowledge, how can you get some? How can you work towards the kind of goal that you need? If it's a qualification, if it's just, doing a short course, if it's literally just as simple as, maybe I need to watch a lecture, if you're studying, I need to watch a lecture and understand these concepts, and that will help me, do better on something. Okay, and then we've got some more kind of energy that's happening this week. So we've got Knave of Wands, Knight of Pentacles in reverse with Two of Cups in reverse. For just a small select few of you, you know, you've recently had a breakup and feeling quite, you know, just in a bit of a rut. You're not really sure what to do. And this is kind of where you'll need to be kind to yourself. Two of Cups in reverse with Knave of Wands would kind of suggest, you know, a breakup, some kind of disharmony going on, and feeling very, just like distrustful of people, feeling, you know, just a bit. And that breakup could have been born from not feeling good enough. You know, we've got the Empress here as well. So it's like, I didn't feel good enough in this relationship. I didn't feel good enough to be with this person, or, you know, your person didn't feel good enough to be with you. And so, you know, things didn't really work out. So that's kind of where that energy comes from. And there's maybe a sense of like unkindness. You know, it wasn't the most acrimonious kind of split. You know, some kind of energy where there was just some disharmony going on. But we have got the Knave of Wands, which is like kindness from people around you. So getting some support from others, asking friends for help. You know, it's not a bad thing to say to your friend, look, I'm struggling. You know, this has hit me a bit harder than I thought. And I don't know what to do. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling a bit, you know. So also being kind to yourself as well, you know, lighting a candle, having a bath if you've got one, you know, having a croissant. I always find having like a little bit of a pastry always makes everything, well, a pastry always makes everything good. Anything that you can do to make yourself feel better, and also anything you can afford as well. You know, I'm aware that some people don't have a lot of money and so maybe can't treat themselves like that. But any way that you feel, you can be kind to yourself. And then we've got Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You know, this is kind of like a Sagittarius' worst nightmare. This is boredom. This is like, oh, I feel kind of stuck in a rut. And again, this is what I'm saying about the work-related thing. It might be because you've been in your job for a while, you're not being promoted, and you're like, I'm bored and stuck. And this is kind of like trying to get discipline through the self. It's like I'm having to self-motivate myself because I'm not getting it from anyone else. No one else is pushing me forward, so I have to do that myself. You know, I'm doing a PhD. I know everything about self-discipline, and it's really difficult, you know. So it's like, how do I push myself forward to keep doing this? And again, you might also have other people that help you get out of that rut. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to go out with my friends and have a good time, you know, just maybe go somewhere different, even if it's just like a new village, you know, a new town. It doesn't have to be across the world, just somewhere that's a little bit different. And you know, this is kind of energy where it's like I've been stuck and I'm feeling a bit, and again, that could be related to a breakup too, where it's like, I'm bored, break up with your girlfriend, please. Kind of thing. It's like, I don't know what to say. I'm referencing the Ariana Grande song, by the way, the breakup with the I'm bored kind of thing. I wasn't just saying that out of nowhere. I'm referencing Ariana Grande a lot today, I don't know why. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, it's just kind of like stuck energy, kind of basically. I'm just going to pull a love card for those that are interested, because I did reference like a breakup, so I just wanted to know if we can get a bit of hope for that, because I know some of you might be like, oh god. What we got here? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. This doesn't always mean like, oh, there was a baby or there was a child involved. This also to me means like sense of childhood wonder. So again, something wasn't like feeling playful anymore. It was feeling like it was just a struggle. You know, there's disharmony there. It wasn't feeling like that kind of like when you feel like a child again, because you're just like, oh, I'm giggling and everything seems so exciting and new and fresh to me. It's almost like that's not going to happen. But also for some of you guys, this could be a good sign that you will find something that gives you that kind of feeling of childhood wonder, that freshness, that excitement. And again, I find that kids probably get bored easily, but they actually find loads of ways to amuse themselves. So it's kind of like being like a child and, you know, not thinking about things too what's the word I want to use? I don't want to use the word strictly, like too logically maybe, you know, putting too much emphasis and seriousness on something when actually it's just not that deep, you know, like have fun again, like even if you can't paint, just paint some lines like a child would kind of thing, and that kind of brings you back to yourself, you know, because this is Sagittarius season where you're feeling much better about yourself. So guys, that was the energy that I'm getting here, you know, getting some knowledge to kind of push yourself forward, motivating yourself, you know, if you have gone through issues with love, you know, just treating yourself and knowing that actually, you know, small little things can give you joy again. And just, yeah, being kind to yourself, feeling good enough because you are good enough, because you're Sagittarius and I'm Sagittarius, so I have to be good enough because I'm not good enough and I am. So I hope you have an amazing week regardless, and please come back next week for the next reading. And yes, happy birthday to all of you Sagittariuses if you're having one in November. I'm also a November Sagittarius, but if it's in December, please come back next week and I'll give you a happy birthday then. But I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye guys.